Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Estefania. This is my little channel called Rustic Olive. Today's video is gonna be focused on Uden Overdose. I have the overdose version. This one was a love at first sniff for me when I went to go test it out. I tested this out when I went to go visit my mom. I stopped by Parfums Rafi in Sherman Oaks in the greater LA area. And I told him, show me something new. And he pulled out like several of them, but this one just captivated me and I loved it. It was one of those love at first sniff fragrances. And the crazy thing is that I'm not a citrus fan. Most of my fragrances and perfumes and all that stuff are like fruity, floral fruity, musky, etc. And I have very few that focus on citrus as being the main note. I actually get tired of it quite quickly. So for me to really love this one, it was kind of shocking for me, but there's something so captivating in this and so gorgeous and elegant and rich and dense that just kind of drew me to it right away. So when I first tried this, I tried it on paper, and paper is trash. Look, literally, it's actually trash. But when I tested on paper, the only reason why I put it on there is for me to test how long it lasts on the strip. The reason why I do that is because my skin is really dry. I also tested on my skin. But in this case, I tested it on the paper and it lasted like days. But on my skin, it also lasts a really long time. Obviously, we shower and all that good stuff, so I can't say like how many days total, but that's why I tested on paper. So for this one, the opening spray is like a citrus blast, and I'm actually gonna spray it right now. I already have it. I've been wearing it all day or whatever. Right off the bottle, you smell like a bright, energizing citrus. I think we'll talk about the notes after. Let's just talk about what I smell from it. So yeah, you smell like the citrus, and I also smell something woody. And once we go through the notes don't list any woods, but I feel like sometimes perfumers don't want to maybe list all their notes just so people don't copy it, which makes sense to me. But anyway, so first spray. So it's a citrus blast, but it's a smooth citrus. And I think that's what I like about it, that it's not super pungent. It's not something that's sharp. It's actually smooth, rounded, and it's very citrusy, but it's not sharp. Like, it's not like you're squeezing a lemon and you smell all of that. It's like there's more going on. So the notes on this one have, I think, like bergamot or lemon, and then it has ginger, and some places list tobacco, like the actual tobacco. Others list tobacco flower, and I think amber and musk. So those are the key ingredients for this one. I think they're missing, not that they're missing, but I feel like they purposely leave out certain woods, and I am almost convinced this has sandalwood in it. This has like a velvety quality to it as well, and it's so beautiful. I don't know if maybe it's cedar, maybe a touch of cedar, maybe some type of sandalwood. It just really captivates me. Like, how can I say it? There's so many fragrances out there, right, that are loved because of the citrus notes, like Balda Freak by Byredo, and musk therapy. I already did a video on my musk therapy thoughts, and I kind of talked about that, how it goes with my skin and all that. But to me, this one in the dry down is literally the definition of what a citrus fragrance should perform like on my skin. The initial blast is like all about the citrus. You do smell like a little bit of maybe like ginger. Like I said, it's very energizing. The moment you spray it, it's like, it's amazing. But then the late dry down, it becomes sweeter. There's like a sweetness to it, and it's sandalwood-ish as well. So the late dry down just becomes like a very smooth, beautiful citrus. So it doesn't keep any sharp notes at all. Like it becomes really well blended and smooth. And honestly, that is like what a citrus fragrance should be like on my skin, because I don't like sharp notes. I don't like things that like linger on and just like citrus, like Belle de Freak. I tried that on my skin and I don't like it. It is way too citrus forward for me. But this one here, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. I honestly think Xerjoff did a really good job with this one. I also tried Uden. I wasn't too crazy about the original. I know there's people who really like the original, but for me it was this one, and it just has to do with that big bubble of like woodsiness and like amberiness and muskness. Like that's what I like about this one. I adore it. So as far as projection goes, I only sprayed it twice the entire day, and it's been performing. And like I've mentioned in so many videos, my skin is drier than the Mojave Desert. Like it is dry as hell. I have cracked hands, like I bleed and stuff. So it's pretty bad. And yeah, it's nasty. I'm sorry to say it. But what I'm trying to get at is that this still stays on my skin. So if you're someone who has drier skin, this is going to perform on you. And if you're someone with oily skin, you're probably going to project like a beast. So it really has to do with your skin type, right? I really like it. So I tried it on. I literally only used 2 sprays, one in each hand, other than this third one that I just sprayed right now. It lasted for hours. What time did I spray? I don't know what time I sprayed. But it lasts the entire day. And I went to the gym. So I just came out of the gym. I sweated. I sweated. I did cardio. I did like my typical routine. And I still felt the bubble around me. And that's just with 2 wrist sprays. That's just me being subtle. So I also think this one is one of those fragrances that you can go to the gym with after, if that makes sense. Like there's some fragrances that are like either too floral or too something, or and it's like I don't want to wear, or too gourmand, and I don't want to necessarily go to the gym smelling like a cracker or a cake or something like that, you know what I mean? So I'll have to shower just to get that out of my skin, because I don't like how I don't want to smell food when I'm running or whatever. That's just me. But for this one's a good transition into the gym. There's very few fragrances that I like for the gym. I'm not saying buy this one to go to the gym. I'm saying it works like if you were wearing it already and you go to the gym, perfect, because it's energizing, it's there, but then by then, hopefully it's not going to be too loud. And the cool thing is that once I wore it to the gym, and now that I'm back home and all of that stuff, that's when that sweetness comes in. It's not super bright and citrusy anymore like it was in the beginning spray. It tones down a lot. It's much more smooth. It's softer. It still has that gingery touch in there and all of that good stuff. Like I don't know, man. It's something powerful in here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful masterpiece. I am super happy I have it in my collection. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I think I had like 20% off of Saks when I purchased it. So I ordered it online or whatever. So it just arrived in the mail a while ago. I've actually used it a lot. So what would I use this for? So we already talked about projection. We already talked about how long it lasts. What would I use this for? I would probably use this, like, I can imagine this being used by like a powerful businessman. I know I'm not a powerful businessman or businesswoman, but I really think this is one of those really like energizing fragrances that it's like your presence will be known when you wear it, and it's freaking amazing. It's like a boss in a bottle. I love it. This one, I don't even care if I would wear this in an office and offend people, to be honest with you. Like it's uplifting like that. It's that ginger note, I'm telling you, throughout the theme of all my videos. But yeah, so I would wear this to like an office if I needed to, if I wanted to. I have actually worn this to go get sushi, and I think it's appropriate for that because it's citrusy and at the same time like you're eating fresh food, you know? It's not something that's overwhelming. There's not too many aromas going on. It's just fresh fish. So it goes with the theme, I guess I can say that. Would I wear this for like a date? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Maybe if I was a guy, I would. Or if you're a guy and you're thinking of buying this, I would probably wear it. Why not? Maybe like 3 sprays. Yeah. And then as far as like, does it lean masculine? Does it lean feminine? I think it kind of leans masculine, and that's kind of what I like about it, because it gives me that powerful vibe. But then in the late dry down that I was kind of describing, it's that softer, sweeter citrus that I do feel right there. It becomes more unisex. And I'm a woman, I wear this. I don't care. Like, I still like to wear some masculine fragrances, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I think it leans a little bit more on the masculine side, but yeah, pretty unisex in the late dry down. And yeah, those are my thoughts on this fragrance. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And I want to say thank you for everyone who continuously supports my channel. You guys are awesome. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye.